The Missouri National Guard one-on-one. Missouri National Guard, always ready, always there.
All right, with Mizzou head coach Frank Haith as the Tigers get ready for a big homestand this weekend. Coach, big stretch, as we'll talk about. It is West Virginia Thursday and then UCLA on Saturday. But first, let's start with the Mountaineers. It's part of the SEC Big 12 Challenge. And how exciting is it for you to be back in Mizzou Arena and facing a tough opponent this week?
It's very exciting to be back, get back to doing something I really love. I love doing what I do and where I do it. And so it's exciting to be back on the sidelines. And, we're playing a team that, I've coached against Coach Huggins' team in the past. They're usually always very scrappy. They're tough. They're very physical. And this team is like that, but also they're very efficient offensively. They're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country. And their guards are outstanding. Harris and Staten are outstanding guards, and then backcourt, and then they have a good bench, and they're really scoring at an alarming rate offensively right now. So, and they've always traditionally been very good defensively, and then you throw in there how good they're doing right now offensively makes them just a tough matchup for us.
2-0 in Vegas. What do you feel like your team learned out there in a couple of good games against Northwestern Nevada?
Well, first night against Northwestern, we played a power conference team, Northwestern, and that team from the Big Ten. I felt like we really played inside out. Both Ryan and Jonathan Wins both scored in double figures, and that's something we have to do. We have to get production out of those guys. I think for us to be a complete team, the kind of team we want to be, and they played great out there. And then the next night against Nevada, obviously the big three, those three guys were outstanding. Jabari, Jordan, and Ernest, and we didn't get quite as much production in the post, but I think we did what we needed to do in terms of winning the games. But we know there's still work to be, we're still a work in progress, and then I think we're getting better.
Talked with Tim about this a lot over the past couple of weeks, but you mentioned that in the Nevada game, the big three, and is that nice to have those three pure scorers to lean on nights when things aren't quite working as well offensively as you'd like, and those guys can get points? Great
luxury to have three guys can have a 20-plus night, on the board, put one on the board, and then, you have the capabilities when you have that luxury that, they can have big nights, and then if all three of them are hitting their shots, it makes you very difficult to defend, but like I said, we needed to make sure we get complete play out of our post guys, and we play inside out, and that only help their game. If we're able to play inside out and we get production from our post players, it'll only make our perimeter players game easier, if they're able to get production.
What are the next big steps for your team, especially this weekend with those two big games, Thursday and Saturday?
Well, number one, we're going to have to defend. I think we got to guard a three-point line both nights. I mean, both teams can make threes, and they stretch you. They're good, very efficient offensively. They share the ball, so you've got to be solid defensively. And I think offensively, we've got to take good shots. Against West Virginia, they're gonna grind you a little bit, and we still got to keep the same mindset and attack mode and not settle. And I think if we do that, we'll keep ourselves competitive in both games. But it's going to be a challenge for us. Both these teams are very well coached and they're very talented.
Coach, thanks.
Thank you.
Coach Frank Haith as Tigers take on West Virginia Thursday, UCLA Saturday right here at Mizzou Arena.